So the intervals perspective instead of the notes perspective simplifies it down to a ratio of 1 to 12. So we only have to learn things one time, and then that will help us do 12 different things. So if we, learn the pentatonic scale in A, minor pentatonic here, and we memorize the intervals, 1, 4, or no, it's not 1, 4, it's 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, and we'll go into this more. Remember maxim 1, repetition, is one of the most important parts of learning. So we essentially do the minor pentatonic scale on the 5th fret. Now what if we wanted to do the A sharp minor pentatonic scale? Answer, you might ask. You'd start here on the 6th fret, you'd go up a half step, and so forth with all the other notes. If you do not understand this, please don't ask me, please ask someone else. You would be wasting my time if you asked me that. For all other questions, consider asking them, possibly, but do not ask me that question. I mean, obviously do whatever the hell you want, but, you will be wasting my time, I suspect. Continuing on. So there is also a heuristic for understanding the interval perspective, just like there's a heuristic for understanding the notes perspective. So, as the notes perspective, remember, maxim 1, repetition, important part to learn. So we had no sharp slash flat between B and C, and then E and F. So similarly, such a thing will exist with intervals. So all intervals in ascending order, let's do that first, because there's an information hierarchy, and before we can talk about the relationship between things, we have to understand what the things in reference are, because otherwise relationships would be meaningless. They wouldn't be meaningless, but it's good to put things into context. But we need not go into the philosophy of epistemology and so forth here. But we need not do anything, do we? Hey, Greg. So let's just review what the intervals perspective would be. So in the key of A, the intervals perspective in ascending order will go like this, starting on the low E string at the 5th fret. The interval perspective will go 1, flat 2, 2, flat 3, 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 6, 6, flat 7, 7, 1, 1. So that's an octave there. So going down, it'll go 1, 7, flat 7, 6, flat 6, 5, flat 5, 4, 3, flat 3, 2, flat 2, 1. Like geysers gushing from the ground, pipe steam, and when gold is found, public domain steam train, steam gold rush, bring more fish in the sea.